If I asked you what the most endangered animal on the planet is, what would you say? A whale? A rhino? Maybe a species of big cat? It's actually coral. Corals, and in particular stony corals, are the most endangered group of animals that we have on the planet. And they actually form the basis for an entire ecosystem. We currently stand to lose all of our shallow water stony corals in the next 80 years. This is equivalent to cutting down all of the trees in every rainforest on Earth. Imagine the consequences that would have for life on our planet.
Corals are animals. These teeny tiny creatures are related to jellyfish and anemones. And it's these little creatures that actually build some of the largest natural structures on our planet, coral reefs. Millions of people around the world rely on the fish that coral reefs support as their primary source of protein. Globally, coral reefs have an estimated annual economic value of almost $10 trillion.
So, what's killing our coral reefs? In short, we are. We have polluted them, we've overfished them, we've warmed the planet to the point that our corals are bleaching and experiencing mass die-offs almost every single year. Now, Florida's coral reef used to be the dive capital of the world. Unfortunately, though, because of its popularity, it was one of the first reef ecosystems to really feel the impacts of human use. But even in the face of all of this stress and all of this destruction, there is hope.
Coral reefs are incredibly resilient. With a little bit of help and support, we know that they can come back. Coral Restoration Foundation manages the world's largest coral restoration effort. Every day, we have teams of people out on the water returning these critically endangered animals back into their natural habitat.
Our method is simple. We invented the coral tree, which is a structure that allows us to grow massive amounts of coral very quickly in offshore nurseries. Once the corals in our nursery have grown large enough to survive on their own on the reef, we return them to one of our restoration sites, and we outplant them by cementing them to the rocky sea floor. And every year, we outplant tens of thousands of these colonies back to degraded sites throughout the Florida Keys.
We're witnessing firsthand the resilience of these incredible and important little animals. So we know that with just a little bit of assistance, we can help to kickstart these reefs' natural processes of recovery.
Now, there's still lots of work to be done, but fortunately, there are a lot of groups around the world that are trying to tackle the issues facing our corals. Most importantly, we need to address the ways that we are changing our climate and driving the natural world towards extinction. Look, sometimes it's hard to stay optimistic. Not every coral survives. But the days that you get to return that little coral back to the reef, or see something that you'd outplanted a couple years before spawn, those are the days that give us hope. Not just for corals and coral reefs, but for any kind of ecosystem recovery. So we hope that this mission inspires you to choose your own change. Because if we can save the most endangered animal on the planet, then we can save anything.